Okay, just an introduction to SolidWorks, and we're going to start off quite, well, I'd say with probably a fairly complex exercise. And we're going to draw this small electric motor, which I believe you are using with Gareth on there. And we just thought it'd be a good idea for you to break this down into bits and get you used to using SolidWorks as an engineering tool. So just have a quick look. This is the sort of finished item. Well, it's not actually finished because we still got to do the internals. But today we will get you to a stage where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 components, 5. So if I just go into a new page for SolidWorks and we'll start from scratch. So when your SolidWorks opens, I won't do it in this because it will take ages for it to fire up, but I'll show you this in session. So just go to File, New, and I'm going to click on Parts, and I'm just checking that I am not on Novice. If I click on Novice there, you get that. If I go to Advanced, it's the same thing really, and I'm just going to OK that part. So what appears is your workspace. And as I'll explain in lesson, this is your work area and this is your history tree, and you'll do a lot of work out of the history tree. And then up the top you've got your majority of toolbars. These can be put anywhere around. I tend to like them up here, and to be honest, the 2 or 3 you'll use mostly will be features, sketch and surfaces, followed by those. So that order is probably okay. For those of you who I haven't spoken to yet, the CAM package there is HMS Works, but I can show you how to download that from Autodesk, which is totally different from Dassault Systems that own SolidWorks in that way. So what I need to look at first is down the left hand side I have my plane set up. Now if I want to see that in real time, just go to one of these menus here, the eye, click on there and then click on that, and that will permanently show your planes. So to start with, I'm actually going to just draw cylinders here, and this is all we need to do in this session, and then we'll go back and work into it. So everything you do in SolidWorks starts with a sketch. So I'm going to go to Sketch, and I'm going to click on the right plane here because that's in the orientation I want, and I'm going to start with a circle. And the point I want to start the circle, as very important, is that center point there. Not because that's where the planes are, it's because where that red, I call it the UCS anchor points, that's your 0, 0, 0 point. And I'm just going to click on there, and you'll see that there is a little icon of a pencil and a circle, and the yellow little symbol shows that I'm actually connected to that point there. If I move away, it disappears. If I go close, it's there. So I just pull that circle out, and I'm just going to right hand click and select. So that's fine. So I now have a circle. Now I don't need the planes at the moment, so I'm going to switch those off. Just go back to that and turn it off. Now what you'll notice on here, again, if I press the space bar, I get this grid up, and if I just click on that pane there, it gives me that there. I need to give this a dimension because, as you'll notice at the moment, it is blue and I need it to go black. So I'm going to start right at the kind of back end of the motor that you'll see in the drawings I've given you. It doesn't have to, well, I'll maybe start with the overall centerpiece, which is actually 24 millimeters in diameter. So if I go to Smart Dimensions up here, and yeah, I'll just take that away for the moment. Click on there, and you'll see I'm way too big on that. So I'm just going to type in. You'll see a little box comes up. I'm going to type in 24. Okay, and you'll see that is a diameter because it's got the diameter symbol there. That's 24. So if I just press the wheel on the mouse down, I can then rotate that around. If you're lucky enough to have a space mouse, then obviously I can turn it around. That's not using the mouse there. It takes a little bit of time to get control of that. So I know the length of of the housing for the motor itself, looking at the paperwork I've given you, is approximately 30 mil. But there's another part to it, so I need to do 30 mil, well 30.2 mil minus 1.2 millimeters, and that's quite nice on that. So if I go to features and I go to extrude, I don't need to come out of the sketch for this. I go to extrude boss base, and you can see it's going up, and up here I've got a dialog box now called boss extrude. So what I can put in there, I can just put a single figure in, but I'm going to do 30.2. okay, I'm then going to use the minus sign in the same box, nothing else, and you'll see on the drawing I've given you there's a figure of 1.2 millimeters to give me the actual dimension of what that is. It's 29 in all, so minus 1.2. I mean, you can do that in your head, but I just wanted to show you that there. So that's given me 29 millimeters on there. I quite like that, so I'm just going to give that a green tick. Okay, now so I've got the basic cylinder. Just to help me out, I'm going to do a small radius on one end, so I know which end I'm looking at. So I'm going to go, still in my features menu, I'm going to go to fillet. Okay, and I've just realised I probably missed that off the drawing, but I think it's probably, I would start with 0.2 of a millimeter. Down here it says 10, change that to 0.2, that's there, and I'm just going to click on that end. Okay, that's not, I'll do that as a 0.5. You see it's highlighted blue, change it, so that's fine. So just that 0.5 of a millimeter radius on that, give it a green tick, so I now know which end I'm dealing with. Now if that 0.5 is wrong, I can go back later on and change it. Now you'll notice on the drawing at some point the actual thickness of the material that the housing is maintained in is approximately 0.3 of a millimeter. Now there's a nice little feature on SolidWorks that you can actually hollow that out, and it's called shell. So I'm going to go to shell. Okay, and it's another dialog box up here, and it's asking me, it's saying 10 there, but the wall thickness I'm kind of looking at is 0.3 of a millimeter. So I'm just going to put 0.3. Okay, and I'm going to select the face where it's highlighted in blue that I want to get rid of. So I click on that, and then right hand click, and there you go, it's hollowed out. And just to show you it's been hollowed out, I do have a section tool here, section view tool, and I'll just give that a green tick, and you can see there that that's been hollowed out. Switch that off, I just do that there. Now there is a, that's my dog by the way, called Arthur. He's a Springer Spaniel, so just bear with us for that at the meantime. So I need to now draw the back end bit, or I can go to the front and draw the next bit. I think I'll go to the front, draw the next bit. So this is the gearbox housing, and notice I'm not putting any other features in this moment. I can go back and work that in later on. So if I go to sketch, now it's asking me, as you say, a plane or a planar face. Now if I switch back on the planes, okay, you'll see there's no plane in sight for me to actually use. So I'm going to use a planar face, which is this face here. So just click on that there, and you'll notice automatically that the sketch tools come up. And again, I'm going to draw a circle from that red mark there, that center mark, that's my 000 point. I'm just going to come wider, and I know for a fact that is 24.8. It's slightly bigger than the motor housing itself. So I'm just going to go to Smart Dimensions, click on the outside of that, and I'm going to put in 24.8. Actually no, it is actually 25, I beg your pardon. It's the next one we do is 24.8, so 25. What it's used for, if you actually have the motor itself, you can use a set of verniers and measure it. So the first stage I'm going to extrude because the gearbox, when you take it to bits, not that you will, it's actually in 3 parts. So the first part, I'm going to go to my features menu. I'm going to go extrude boss base, and as you'll see on the drawing, it is actually 4.8. Okay, so that's quite a small section. Okay, I'm going to give that a green tick, but before I give the green tick, just double check here. You'll see a little box saying merge results. Now if I leave that ticked, it will merge itself with the housing of the motor. I don't want that at this point because I want to come back and alter it. So just unclick it and give a green tick, and there's my second part of the motor casing. I'm going to do the same again, but this time I'm going to go to sketch. I'm going to sketch again, but this time I'm going to select that face, and then up here I've got convert entities. So I've got to convert entities. I'm going to click on the outside circle and then right hand click, and all it's done is converted that outside line to my sketch. So I go to features, I go to extrude boss base, and this time it is 10 millimeters. So I may change that 1.8 to 10. Okay, and again make sure that the merge entity is switched off, and there. And what you'll notice now, if you go up your history tree on the left hand side and it says solid bodies, I actually have 3 solid bodies. They're all separate bodies. If that merge box had been ticked, then I would have 1 body, and you'll notice if I click on it, it goes blue, and this tells you which parts are which on there. Okay, I now need to do the last little bit of the gearbox housing. So I'm just going to go to sketch, going to click on that face again because I'm going out, and again I've got my little UCS. I'm going to go to circle, going to go to there, pull it out, slightly smaller this is, just a fraction, actually 0.1 of a millimeter there. Go to smart dimensions, click on the outside. Okay, and I know that is 24.8, and you'll notice it goes, and if I go, you can see that's 0.1 of a millimeter. And again, I'm going to give that a green tick, go into my features menu, go to extrude boss base, and there we go. And this time again it is 4.8. I'm just going to double check that. If I can't do the calculation in my head, I know the total length is 18.8. So all I need to do is go to 18.8 minus 14.8. Actually should give me 4 millimeters. Let's just see. Yeah, 4 mil on that one. And again, do not merge. You can merge them later if needed, but you won't need, I promise you. So we've got that there. So all I need to do now is put in some radiuses or fillets, sorry, and I know it comes up with your previous fillet at 0.5, and I know that this back end one is the same, so I'm just going to click on that there, and I know this front one is slightly smaller, so I'm going to put that one in at a 0.2. I think these are actually slightly bigger. I'll have to check my original drawing. I'll put it at 0.5 at the moment. It doesn't really matter. Okay, you can only do it on the same part, so I'm just going to tick that there and go do exactly the same again on that, and I'm going to go to that there. Okay, so I've got the basis parts of my motor. I don't have any contents. We're going to do that in later weeks. What I am going to do is put the little brass bush in, which I don't think I've actually measured the diameter on the drawing, so I apologise. No, I haven't done that. I think it's 10 mil, but I can give that to you. We can go back and change it later on. So I'm going to sketch again. I'm going to sketch on that face, go to circle, come out probably to about there. I think it might be slightly less. Let's have a quick I don't have it on the desk here, but let's go smart dimensions, do that. Let's do that at 8. Shall I do it at 10? Let's do it at 10. That might be too big. It looks a bit too big at the moment. I'm sure I haven't done that, have I? No, I know it's 4. 6. Let's put it at 6mm. So I know the actual shaft is 4mm. Let's do that there. Okay, and I'm going to go to features, and I'm going to go extrude boss base. I'm going to untick this housing here. Okay, and I know the depth of that is actually 2.5. So let's change that 4 to 2.5. There we go. And this time, as again, make sure the merge box is unticked. You'll see that is actually a chamfer, so it's the opposite to a fillet. So go onto there, go to chamfer, and it is 0.3 of a mil. Change that 10 there to 0.3, and then go into your box to select that edge, and there we have a chamfer. So it's a cut chamfer of that there, and I'm just going to put a 4mm hole through this one here. So go to sketch, and go on that surface and a hole. Bring that out to about there. Go to smart dimension, do that one there, and put that in at 4. Okay, and I now know that the diameter is wrong, but I'll go back and change that. Instead of doing it extrude boss base this time, I'm actually going to go extrude cut, and I'm actually going to go through this body and that body there. Now to do that, I'm just going to select those bodies on there, and up here I'm going to go through all, and because I selected those two, I haven't got that there, so it should go through the body select. So I'm just going to select one more. No, actually no, just those first two, and I'll just show you, just get that green tick, and you'll see, I'll tell you why that hasn't worked. If I do, because I didn't select that body as well. So all you have to do is just right hand click, go up to the little edit feature symbol, okay, and in this box here I just select that one as well, right hand click, and there you go, there's the hole. So that hole's gone right the way through, but we'll come back to that. It's just to show you. And what I'm going to do is actually go back and change the diameter of this. So if I again right hand click on that part, or I could right hand click here and go to the little symbol there, go edit sketch, and I'm going to put that up to 8. Okay, I haven't checked if that's right or not, but it just doesn't look quite right. So there we've got the major parts apart from the base bit, which I'll do in a second, starting to look a bit like the motor that we are looking at. So that's the other thing I have not given you, is the actual diameter, or have I given you the actual diameter? I'm just double checking. No, there's one diameter that's missing. I'll show you in a sec. If I just go to Control and Tab, I can bring up other drawings. What I'm looking for on the drawing here, okay, is that diameter. It should be flush, to be honest, with the casing, but it's slightly smaller, as you can see. See there, that's a cutout there, so it's that diameter there. So what I can do, just as a quick hurry, and you'll get used to doing this, and you'll get used to me missing things off. I click on there, and I click on that there, 23.8. So 8.1 it says, but I'll do 23.8. So again, it's just slightly smaller. Again, Control and Tab, and I can go back to there. And all I'm going to do, I forgot what that was, 23.8 wasn't it? So go to Sketch. It's asking me, so go to Sketch. It's asking me for planar surface. I'm going to click that surface there. And again, I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to come out of here. Okay, and go to Smart Dimensions. Click on that there. And I forgot what I said it was. I think it's 23.8. If it's wrong, I can change it. There we go. Okay, that's almost, and I'm going to go to features. I'm going to go extrude boss base, and for some reason it's not doing it at the moment, but anyway, there we go. It's it may not, I may have to do something else. This is how we learn, and it's 1.2 millimeters I want to come out. So it says through all, that's why I want to go blind. There we go, and I want to go 1.2. Okay, and I don't want this to merge, so that's that there. So that's the sort of basis of the little plastic bit at the end, and I'm going to put a 0.5 chamfer on there. So go to fillet and then set chamfer, and I think it was a 0.3 last time, so I'm going to put a 0.5 in and just do that end bit there. Excellent. Okay, and then there's a little knobbly bit on the end, which I will go to sketch, and again select that planar surface, draw another circle. Okay, I'll come out there, and I'm going to go smart dimension on that one. Okay, and the diameter that is on there, and that is 4.4 millimeters. That's the radius, so it's 8.8 diameter. Oh, hold on, up here I need to look at what I'm doing. Okay, that's that, and again I'm going to go to features. I'm going to go extrude boss base, and the depth of that is 2 millimeters, and again I do want to merge it this time, so that's 2, so make sure that box there. And I'm just going to auto select, tick that off, so it's just to that part there. I know that, there we go. And again I'm going to put a 0.3 chamfer on that, so go up to fillet chamfer. I don't want the 0.5, it's too big. I want 0.3, and it's just that one there. Okay, and last but not least, there is a 2 millimeter hole that goes through, so I'm just going to put that one, sketch there on that there. I'm going to draw that circle about there. Ah, right, who spotted the mistake already? I'm going to, oh, sketch is fine, sorry, no mistake here, dimension. Okay, and I want that at 2 mil. Okay, and this time, this is why I thought I made the mistake, features, I want extrude cut. Okay, I want to go through all, but I want to select just that plastic body there. Okay, and what you'll see if I just go on to the section tool is I have that part there. Now what I should do, and I might do it while I'm here, if I go now to sketch, and we'll do this in later week, I'm going to go on that surface, and I'm going to go to convert entities, and I'm going to go on to that. I said offset, I want convert entities, so I'm going to go on to that one there. Okay, and that circle there. Okay, that's give me that, and I'm going to go to features. I'm going to go extrude boss base. I haven't given you a depth for that as yet. We'll do that in other weeks, but I'm just going to put 2 mil in. 2 millimeters. I didn't do that. I just want that body. That's going through all. I'm just going to go blind. Change that to 2 mil up there. And I just want that one there. And what you'll see, if I just give that a green tick, okay, it's actually just brought that inside the sleeve there. Right, last thing before we, I'll just ignore that for a second before we go any further. Okay, is just show you materials that we can change. Now on the right hand side you'll see there's a little beach ball of colour. If you click on that there, and I go to appearances, and I go to, let's go to metals. Now you'll see a difference there. So let's do the first one, polished bronze. You've got all sorts of different colours you can put in. Polished gold. So let's just go for the moment to polished bronze, and I'm going to bring that, I'm going to drop it onto that top bezel. Okay, rookie, we'll take that off, Let's try once more. Okay, let's drop that on there, and you'll notice you get a whole section. Now it's seen as one whole part, but that is there, the body, not the body, the body of that part, that solid body you're doing. So there's that. Now there are other sort of metal finishes you can look at. Let's go to the bottom, shiny galvanized. Let's put that in the actual body there. That one there. And then the other one, let's have a look, cast lead. It's kind of a cast finish on the gearbox, so let's just put that one there. So that's that. And because I want to do the others, all I need to do is right hand click, so if I get right hand click on that there, this little icon, copy appearance, right hand click on this, and then I go to the paste, appearance, and again onto body, and then paste onto body. Oh, I did do that, so let's do paste, appearance, onto body. So there we go, we've got the basics of your motor. And what we need to do, if I just go back into the actual drawing that you've presented with, okay, we need to create this stuff in here, and we'll do this in the following weeks. We need to put the shaft in and the flat, and also we need to do the internals. If I just go back to my original drawing, which is called something else, we've also got to put these sort of heat vents in, and you'll see. So this is what you'll end up with eventually on that. But if you can do this, get to this stage by week 1, you'll be doing well, and there will be more videos to follow.